Hello guys, welcome back to Nerd. In today's video, I thought it'd be a fun idea is to complete series I'm in the middle in. And actually, I thought it was a lot, but it's not that much. Actually, I don't know. Is it a lot? Because I'm in the middle, I'm in the middle of the Throne of Glass, Akatar, Inheritance games, Caraval, My Fault, which is kind of like a trilogy thingy. What else? Oh, the Keep Velocities, but the book doesn't come out until November. And I'm trying to just like look at my bookshelf, like when I was going through. Oh, and then also like Fourth Wing, that little series. But like that really is all what I can think of right now of the series I'm in the middle of. And let me show you the 4 series that I picked. Okay, so number 1, the book that we're going to start off with in this video is going to be The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is going to be the last book. I already, by the way, took off the desk cover. Anyway, this is the last book in the Inheritance Games trilogy, before it goes on to like the brother, one of like the brothers kind of point of view. So we're definitely going to go ahead and finish off that series in this video. And then we are going to go, then we have Legendary, which is the second book in the Caraval trilogy, which I read Caraval last year, and I do hope to kind of read this book this time and get back into this world stuff, because I did like reading Caraval and stuff. And then hopefully, because after I read the finale or something like that, the finale, I think, then I can go on to What's Broken Heart series, which I'm kind of really excited for. And then also, I don't know if this is true, but I heard somewhere that there's going to be kind of like a sequel thingy to this trilogy, so we'll see if that's true. If that's true. Okay, then, sorry, that's bugging you. Sorry, I'm putting it for some odd reason. Okay, then because the TV show just came out on Netflix, and I've tried to watch a little bit of it, but I haven't really got into it. I don't know. But A Good Girl, Bad Blood, which is the second book in the Girl Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I read Girl Girl's Guide to Murder again last year. So excited to get back into this world, back into this thing. I don't know, I'm excited to read this book. And then, last but not least, one we have is because I actually had this book. I bought it before I read They Both Die at the End, is The First to Die at the End. And this one is the sequel to They Both Die at the End. And if you watched my sister pick the books I read last year, which I have a link in the description below, you know that I didn't really care for it. I thought the main character was annoying, but because I don't think it's gonna follow like those main characters, maybe this one is better. I am kind of scared because this one is a little bit more bigger, thicker than the first one, but let's hope it's actually better. Let's hope. I don't know. But anyway, that is where we're at, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start off with The Final Gambit to finish off a series. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys an update. So I actually also started Legendary as well because I wanted to listen to like an audiobook. This one I got 30 pages in. I'm on chapter 3 I got. And then I got Final Gambit and I am 28 pages in and I got to chapter 6. I am liking both of these books so far. Let's talk about this one. Because it has been like a year since I've read the other one, the Hawthorne Legacy, which is the second one. This one is the last one in this particular series. It's like on my mind, but it's kind of, I don't know. There's like, because they're talking about things that kind of like happened in the book later, or like happened earlier in the series, and I'm kind of like forgetting what happened and stuff like that. I mean, again, it's fine because they'll probably like learn it in here and stuff like that. I mean, it's going well. I've gotten introduced. I mean, I forget her name. Why do I don't remember her name at all. This is really bad. What was this girl's name again? All I know is people nickname her Eris. That is it. That is like the nickname for her. I have no idea what this is. So I'll figure out the name of the main character, but she turned 18, so that's kind of like where we are in that one. And then this one, like I said, it's also been a year since I've read the first one, but I do kind of remember it as well. It's just kind of talking really about like the childhood, and a lot of like it talks about the childhood, and then it kind of went on to stuff. I also have to say with this one, I really like the chapter kind of covers, or like the chapter beginning of it. I do think that's really cool. I really do like this. But anyway, that is where I am at in this little update. I'm going to go ahead and continue on reading more, of course, like obviously. Alright, let's give you guys a little bit of an update. In both of these books, I'm about 100, actually I'm 100 pages in. So in Legendary, I am on chapter 11. I just got to the part where it's Caraval begins. And then we have Final Gambit, Final Gambit, and I am exactly 100 pages in. So yes, I am reading these books at the same time. I don't know if that's a good idea, but with Legendary, if I'm doing something and I want to listen to kind of like something, I will actually have the audiobook for this one, and then this one I am reading. Let me just give you my review here first. This one I do have to say, I really kind of think, okay, I am kind of confused with this because it's jumps around a little bit. It's not really that, it's kind of confusing. Plus also I think with this series, and a mistake that I do with series is I don't read them all at once. Like I read one book, or I read them and then I get bored. It's like with the Keeper Lost City series, like I got really bored with it, so I didn't really care for it. But it's kind of like one of those things too where I have a feeling if I read this series, like if I read them all and like kind of one go, then this like book would make sense, and also not wait like a year in between. That's also like another problem with it, because I do get bored, because again, it's also kind of difficult to read. Like this is actually just like a trilogy, so there's only 3 books, so that's not that bad. But like when it is like a very long series, like Throne of Glass or something like that, then that's kind of when it gets I don't think I could read it like all at once, but I do feel like that is something that I should have done, because I am confused. But I am saying that some of this stuff is kind of like coming back to me in the memory of it, and I am liking this book so far. I do like how they're short chapters. It is kind of fast. It is fast paced. I love that with it, and I just kind of love a lot of this stuff and everything in it. And I know that this is like controversial, like who you are, but I am kind of a Jameson girly. I do think I am liking Jameson, so that one is there. So yes, and then let's go on to Legendary. I am liking Legendary a lot. Like I said, I mean, this also, I took a break between reading Caraval. It's been like a year, but I do actually remember stuff that's happening in that book, that happened in that book as well. So, you know, maybe it's a good idea for me to take breaks between books, but I don't know. Also, I feel like maybe if I could kind of like read them all at once, like I think with the trilogy, when I need to start doing it with the trilogy, and I have every book in the series, like just read it all at once, so like I kind of know the full story and the full storyline, and don't like wait to read them, especially like if it's like a complex, like not, okay, especially if it's like a fantasy where like there's a complex world in it and you like go back to the world and maybe you don't remember a lot of stuff that happened. So I feel like that's what I need to start doing. But anyway, I am actually really enjoying this book so far. I mean, I think what has happened is really nice, and like I said, also to say, I really like how in sequels, not sequels, like the next book, where, because this is the last book in this trilogy where it's like you kind of got jumped first to like what's happening, and then this one again, it didn't take that much long to explain or anything, which I do kind of like about it. And I am really liking this book so far. I mean, I do love the little, okay, I love how she kind of, I don't know if this is her or the publicist or whatever, but whoever kind of decorates the book or inside, like, I love these little details. I mean, I love this, and I also love this. Like, I love the details in this book, especially for the first chapters and stuff. I think that it's really nice. I also just feel like fantasy books, they're a little bit more like, especially the chapters and the, I don't know, like the title page and just kind of like everything is just more decorated than romance or thrillers or mysteries and stuff. So I do kind of like that aspect about fantasies in this book, but so far, like I said, I'm really enjoying both of them, and I will keep you guys updated.
Alright, I just finished listening to the audiobook of Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I really did enjoy this, and I feel like with these books in particular, I feel like the audiobooks, I think I need to listen to the audiobooks or listen to these books, because I feel like I understand it more than I read it, than actually like physically reading it. But anyway, I did enjoy this. I would give this book a 3.5 stars. It was definitely good, and I think I gave the first one a 4-star. So it was good. I definitely did like it. And I do have to say, because I did read this one and the first one a year apart, I definitely do have to say I don't remember what like really happened in the first one. Like, I remember some of the stuff did, you know, come back, but others didn't. But I did definitely enjoy this book, and I hope to continue on. I hope that pretty soon I can listen to the next book in the series, because I will not, yeah, I would like to listen to it so I don't forget the information in this, and then hopefully I can go on to Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is like in this world as well. So also, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, also, we, I think, hit halfway through the final Gambit. I don't know where I left off on, like, when I explained to you, but I'm on page 167 of this book, and it's going well. I mean, I'm enjoying it to some level. I mean, I do have to say, I don't know if I actually, because with the brothers, there's like, everyone like loves one of the brothers. I don't know if I like someone. Maybe I like Garrison. Maybe I don't. I don't know. The problem is I'm just going to say I like him just to say that I like one of the brothers, but I don't know if like I have like, if I'm like going and liking one of the brothers. But anyway, but that is where I'm at in this book.
Alright, I am on chapter 72, and in a couple chapters back, we just got one major plot twist, and I feel like the plot twist was just something to have like a plot twist. I feel like it was something that she just needed a plot twist there. I don't know. Like, I don't think it fit, but it didn't really fit, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. I just finished the final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I'm really excited to say that we finished one series in this video. And it's really nice to actually have the series completed, because I actually started this series in 2022. And it seems like I've read each book like once a year, because I read the Inheritance Games in 2022, then the Hawthorne Legacy in 2023, and then this one in 2024. I do have to say I did like it, and I do have to say I don't know if I'd recommend reading them in a year, because I don't really remember what happened in those books. This book was definitely a really good book. Okay, I give it a 3 stars. I did like it. I thought the mystery was great. I do have to say the plot twist and the ending. I do say that there was one plot twist I feel like it was just kind of something that she threw in there that was needed, or like not needed, but like just like wanted to throw in there. But the real big plot twist, I did feel like, I don't know, it was like cool and not. I do also have to say, with these people that like either, because in My Fault, Noah, who's in one of the main character, her mom marries into this marries a very rich person. This person gets to inherit it and they don't want to. I'm sorry, if I'm 18 years old and I get to inherit billions of dollars, I'm gonna keep it. And I'm gonna love it and I'm gonna enjoy my life. Like, I don't understand why these people just don't keep it. I also have to say, if you don't know, there is another series that's like the brothers. So you kind of get like the brothers. So it's a brother series. And I hope that in that series, because I have the first book in that series, but I do hope in that series that we can get more, I want to get more of what the brothers and like their dad and their relationship with their dad and their relationship with, I just hope that we can get more of the relationship with their dad, and kind of, especially because there was one little scene in here where Xander was able to talk to his dad, and I want to kind of know what they talked about and all that other stuff. I just hope that that's like what we get in that book. But anyway, I am really happy that in this video we were able to finish one series that I am in the middle of, and that was really nice that I was able to finish this. It was just being able to check that off my list, and I was able to finally get to read this book. Okay. Also, I will read more Jennifer Lambarne's books. I feel like hers would be like those, if I know that I will like her books, like I'll probably always give them like a 3-star rating. That'll probably always be where I would give them. So I think that she would definitely be one that if I need a palate cleanser, or if I'm in a reading slump or something like that, because they're fast paced and just, you know, cool. But the next book is over here on my bookshelf, and I just grabbed it, that we are going to read. This is the second book in the trilogy, and that is A Good Girl, Bad Blood. This is in the Girls Guide to Murder series. If you actually don't know, the Girls Guide to Murder series just came up on Netflix, and I want to watch it. It's just I'm a little scared to, because I don't know if it's going to be the same as the book. And also, I did read that book about a year ago. So let's hope that we remember what is in that book to this book. I'm just really excited to see and get to read and get back into a world and get back into a mystery, because it is also the fall time, and that is what I love to read in the fall, is definitely mysteries. So that is what we're going to be reading.
Alrighty, I have just reached chapter 4 in A Girl's Guide to Murder, and in chapter 2, what I actually think is quite funny, and kind of like ironic, is the fact that they, so Pip and Kara are Netflix and chilling in the Upside Down, which I think is funny because, if you don't know, this year Girl's Guide to Murder, the TV show is on Netflix, which I still haven't watched it yet, which I want to, so hopefully maybe we'll watch it. I also love it how she like kind of also mentioned Stranger Things. Apparently Stranger Things has historical qualities to it, so I don't know if that was something that the author just did, or if that really, like, yes, you have the 80s, like some of the stuff, but I don't know how that's historical. But anyway, I am actually enjoying it. I do have to say, because I've taken a year in between reading A Girl's Guide to Murder and this one, I don't really remember what happened in that book. And I do have to say, that is my biggest problem, is every single book or every series that I'm finishing, I have taken a year in between. Because the last book we're going to read is They Both Die at the End, or not They Both Die at the End, the first to die at the end. And I took about a year reading the first book, or like, it's like a sequel. So I don't know. But
But anyway, we're gonna continue on reading this book. Again, it's really good so far.
Alrighty, guys, I am 100 pages exactly and 10 chapters into this book, and honestly, I'm actually enjoying it. I really do like the fact that you also kind of, okay, so in this one, you have a podcast, where she started a podcast, and I do like that you get that snippet. I love how the parts are like broken up into like days, or just kind of like how long someone was missing, and then she also, someone else goes missing, and then she goes on that case, which is kind of really cool. But I'm enjoying it. It's fast paced, it's a young adult mystery, and I really do enjoy that, and I think it's a good book for the fall time, which I'm really excited because I'm in my Hocus Pocus sweatshirt, which I love Hocus Pocus. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm enjoying this book a lot right now, and I'm really excited, and I cannot wait. I'm just gonna go ahead and read a little bit more. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. To say a couple of things about A Girl's Guide to Murder, because I'm really, or not Girl's Guide to Murder, Girl Bad Blood. I am actually really enjoying this book, and for me, for this book, I feel like I'm enjoying this more than I did the first book. So right now, I'm actually on page 250, and we're like at a part where she kind of is taking some notes for the case. But one thing I like, number one, and I'm not going to give away anything, but I love how there's like actually real pictures in here. I wonder how she actually did that. I wonder how Holly Jackson like put the real pictures in here. And then I also do have to say, one thing would be really cool is maybe later down the road she could do kind of like a little spin-off kind of series or something like that to this trilogy, or maybe not, I don't know, but to where she talks about Pip actually being like a private, or like an investigator, or like a private investigator, because I think that would be really cool if that was what they had her do. Alright, so I just finished Good Girl Bad Blood, and I did actually enjoy this one. I feel like this one, out of the two that I read in the trilogy, is my favorite. This one I enjoyed a lot more than A Girl's Guide to Murder, and I do have to say, when I was reading A Girl's Guide to Murder, I don't know if I was like paying attention or not, because I don't really remember what happened in it while reading this book, so
yeah, but also I really did enjoy this book. I thought this one was really good. I do have to say though, the ending of it and the little like kind of like plot twist, I do have to say was definitely, okay, I see like it needed to be there because I mean you were following along with it. I just have to say that the main plot that we were following, I think it could have been maybe a little different of a plot. But anyway, I still really enjoyed this book. I still really liked it. And I would give this book a 4 stars. So I'm really excited, like I said, that I finished this book. And I hope to actually read the third book in this series, like at least next year or something. I hope not to wait that long to read that one, so I don't like forget whatever happens in here. But like I said, I really did enjoy his book. I love when you get like the podcast. I love that you get the ending and all that stuff. And I love kind of like what happens at the end as well. I thought, like I said, I just thought it was a really good book and stuff. And I love the details that she has in it and all that stuff. I love the podcast. I love the type. So I love the typing, I love the text, so I love that kind of aspect of this book. All right, the next book and last book we're reading for this video, which will actually complete a series, but this is the sequel to They Both Die at the End. So this one is The First to Die at the End, which is the sequel, and this one is pretty big. But this isn't the reason, this big, the man in the pages, because I don't know how many pages are in here, but that's not the reason why I'm saving this book to the very end. I saved this book to the very end because I did not like They Both Die at the End, but because I bought this book before I even, read that book, so I didn't really know. I don't even know if, I would read this book, because honestly, I thought the concept of it was a good concept, because if you don't know, this place called Death Cast calls you, and what they do is they tell you basically today you're gonna die, and that's just kind of the thought, knowing that or something. I thought the concept was really cool, but I didn't care for the book itself. I thought the 2 main characters were annoying, so that was kind of something there. But here we have is this book. I don't know if this is I think this might be when the beginning of it happened. I took off the dust jacket, so I don't remember, and I don't have to throw it away, it's just over there. But yeah, this one I'm excited / scared for it, because how big, but also the letters look pretty big, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, let's go, and I'm gonna start this book. Also, I don't know why I'm gonna show you the bookmark I chose. I did Meet Me at Midnight, because that kind of fits this book. I have an update, and the update might be pretty sad to some people. I'm actually gonna DNF this book. I'm gonna say, when I was reading, I got 100 pages in. When I first started, I was I am not gonna like it, but I'm just gonna see if it gets better. Again, it's the first one, just where you get the beginning of it and you get to see what how it is in the beginning, and I don't really care for that aspect of it. Again, I just didn't care for this book, and I'm gonna, like I said, DNF it. Like I said, I didn't even care for the first one, and I don't think if I bought this one before I even read that, I don't think I would have read this one, and stuff like that. Again, I just don't really, I think the concept of it is cool. The fact that there's an organization that calls you on your last day, say, hey, you're gonna die today, and all that stuff. I think that's kind of smart, and I like the concept of it. It's just, I think the way it's executed, and I think the way that it's written, it's just, I don't really care for. But like I said, I DNF'd it. I would definitely say, I have it upside down, I just realized that. I do have to say, I would recommend this book to people. If you liked the first one, I would recommend this, because this one you get, from what I've read for the first 100 pages, you just basically learn how it was created and the creator and all that stuff. I do have to say, it is in multiple PVs, which I love, and I love the fact that there's timestamps in here, for the, time that the time of the page that we're following. But I don't particularly like the fact that you have multiple people's POVs, that because in the first one you got multiple people's POVs and you got it once, and they didn't really have any, you got some people who didn't have any connection to the story. This one you have the two main characters, and then of course you have the creator, and then from like flipping through, it seems like you have like more characters that only have like one particular like part, and I don't really think that that's kind of necessary, if it makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think it was particularly necessary for that and stuff as well. But that is it, and that's my thought on this book. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We finished a couple series. We finished 2 series. We have one more book left in, you know, Caraval and something else, but there are in A Girl's Guide to Murder. But I have a lot more series that I have, but I have not like completed yet, or like I've read like a couple of the books, haven't completed it. One of my biggest things I do have to say with series is I will read the first book or like the first 2 books, and I don't read series like back to back. That makes sense. Like I feel like the only series I really truly read back to back was Keeper Lost Cities, which I don't know, because I think the next book in that series comes out next month. I think I'm just gonna wait to get it from the Barnes and Nobles 50% off sale, but again, I don't know if I'd recommend it. I don't know, but like, yeah, I also need, I don't know, this is just random, but I also do need to get more of the Throne of Glass series, and also Actar, because I wanted that, and then I also need Crescent City. But anyway, I have a lot more series I need to get through, so maybe I will do this again later on. But that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys have a good night, good day wherever you are, and goodbye.